Once again, welcome to this tutorial question. And in this tutorial question, the question is drawn from the elementary differential and integral calculus. Now, this question reads, if y equals to 5 minus x, all in bracket power minus 3, then find dy dx. How are we going to get this dy dx? First thing to do is we'll write out the given function, which is y equals to 5 minus x all raised to power minus 3. Okay, now the next thing we are going to observe is this is a question of function of a function, because in the bracket we have the value for x, and everything in the bracket carries a power, which in this case is minus 3. So we are going to approach it like we did with the previous examples. If you have not watched the previous examples, please, after this video, you can go back to those previous examples, and then you will see where I've solved something like this. Now let's proceed. The first thing we're going to do is to take our u to equals the values inside the bracket, which in this case is what? We have 5 minus what? Minus x. And if we have replaced our 5 minus x with u, that means this given function, which is y, will now be equals to u power what? Minus 3. So in this case now, we are going to differentiate both terms independently. So for this first term, we have du dx, and this will give us, if you differentiate the constant, it becomes 0, so the negative sign still remains there. Then the power 1 here, 1 times x will give us 1x. Then 1 minus 1, you write it out, 1 minus 1. So eventually, we are going to have the answer as minus 1 x power 0, which will give us minus 1. Don't forget, x power 0 is 1. Then to this side, we have dy du to become power times base, which is minus 3 times u, then power, which is minus 3 minus 1. And this will give us minus 3u power what? Minus 4. So now we are going to take this function, which is dy dx, which is the derivative, and we'll take the derivative of du dx and multiply it with dy du. And in doing this, our du dx is of course negative 1 times dy du is what? Minus 3u power minus 4. And if we solve this, minus times minus is plus. 3 times 1 will give us 3u power what? Minus 4. And because of the negative sign, negative power here, we are going to have 3 upon u power 4. Now we are going to bring back the value for u, which is what we did here. Okay, u is a substitution, which is 5 minus what? Minus x. So eventually we are going to have 3 all upon 5 minus x raised to 4 as the final answer to this question.